Bringing anybody onto a young team is a really important consideration, especially when people are coming out of school and early in their career. We look for other indications of technical acuity. If you haven't had a medical device job, what do you do on the side? Do you wrench on cars? What do you do? And some favorite examples are speaking with a young engineer who was coming out of school, and a lot of engineers aren't the best interviewees, so he was a quiet guy, and asked him what he liked, and he liked cars. And then when I probed him a little bit, he'd figured out how to put an engine into his Jeep that just absolutely should not possibly have fit into this thing, and probed into it, and really incredible engineering effort went into it. So trying to understand that is good. But honestly, in a small young team, one of the most important things is just chemistry. You're going to spend more time with these people in all likelihood than you are with your family over the next year or two. Number one, life's just too short to hang out with people that you don't get along with. But it can cripple a team. We've talked about needing to trust your teammates so that you feel comfortable bringing up risks or concerns, or bringing up ideas that you're not sure of on the prototyping phases. And if you're not comfortable with your teammates and you don't trust that they're still going to have the respect and the camaraderie there, you're going to be far less likely to do that, and the team's just not going to be successful. There's a reason why most venture capitalists say that they invest in teams more than they invest in ideas. We used to hire big teams, and we used to start hiring big teams relatively early on. If I think about the first company we started, eValve, I'm not sure, we were probably a team of 10 or 12 people pretty quickly. We actually had a bigger team of engineers internally at the Foundry at that time too. We're down to just the 4 principal partners now. And we've gotten to the point where our 2 most recent opportunities, Holera and Coterra, we got to first in human on fewer than 5 employees. If you included consultants, it was a big team. But so yeah, we worked very, very virtually, especially in the early days when we're really not sure yet that the project is certainly going to go. Morally, it's hard to justify pulling somebody out of a job that's paying job and putting them into a high risk area when you aren't sure that you're really going to go for it. So in the early days, if we've got prototyping and proof of concept stuff that needs to happen in the project selection phase, we pretty much exclusively do that with consulting talent. And luckily in the Bay Area, there's a wealth of very highly experienced folks that have just decided that they like the flexibility and lifestyle to do consulting rather than full-time VP level work.